What's shaking with the YouTube? Sino the Motivator here at it, you dig?
Motivation, 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 motivation.
Yeah, I came to y'all to do a video real quick, a quick follow-up review on a particular pre-workout that I recently did a review on not too long ago. It was brought to my attention by a person named Aaron Johnson. Left a comment on one of the videos saying that the OldJack, if you look in supplement facts, 1,3-dimethylamine, I ain't never known how to pronounce that shit, man. I call it 1,3-dimeth for short. You know, we all know it as DMAA and whatnot. You know, but 1,3-dimeth on OldJack Gen 1 is spelled incorrectly. At first, I didn't have, too much thought as far as why it would be spelled incorrectly or anything like that. For that particular reason, he was wondering if it even had DMAA in it. I went ahead and I verified, of course, it is spelled incorrectly. Anyone who has OldJack, check out your cans and you'll see that it's spelled incorrectly. I went ahead and just looked at an old can of USP Labs Jack3d just to see if they happened to spell it incorrectly when they were putting it out there. They spelled it correctly. It's not misspelled in a way where it's like, damn, I mean, it's a totally different word. It's THY, and on OldJack, it is TYH. Okay? Could be an error. Me personally, I don't think that it's an error. I think it was strategically done. I'll tell you why in a second. Getting back to whether it has a DMAA in it or not. Me personally, I feel like it has the DMAA in it. Why? Because I know what that shit feel like, straight up. You know what I mean? I got plenty of cans of used Jack here. You know what I mean? I've always used Jack3d original formula when that shit was going off the market, when it was being banned. I bought damn near 50 cans of that shit. Some of them I got rid of. People who wanted, the original formula, I couldn't get it, and I kept my own little stockpile. So that's always been my go-to pre-workout. A lot of the best shit that they've had out, for some reason, they always ban. Another fan favorite, I still managed to go ahead and ration this out to where I got a little bit left. This is one of the best pre-workouts I feel ever made. And it's going to be controversial. People will say, oh, this, that, and the third, but shit, it ain't these days. The point that I'm trying to make is that, I'm not a beginner as far as pre-workouts and whatnot, and I do know what DMAA feels like, and it's got a certain feel to it. It's got a certain feeling to it. That shit is the same feeling that I get when I use this OldJack, which is becoming a good pre-workout to me more and more as I use it. I'm getting a lot of the similar effects that I get with the USP Labs Jack3d. You know what I mean? I'm definitely getting a lot of those effects. And like I said, it's proven to be a real good pre-workout as far as a copycat formula of this. At the end of the day, man, I tell you what, if you go take a piss test, you know what I mean, and get tested for the right shit, that's going to let you know if that shit got that DMAA in it or not. I ain't telling you to go do it as far as your job or in the military or whatever, but if you want to be technical, go and test that shit yourself. You know what I mean? That'll let you know if it's in it. Me, I feel like it's in it because I know the feeling of it. Others, they might have to be convinced in another way. As far as the misspelling of it, the only thing that I can think of logically, a reason to why they would misspell it, and why I feel like they would misspell it purposely, is because it's all types of formalities and, gray areas maybe, and holes in this whole supplement industry. You know what I mean? It's health products and whatnot. You know what I mean? These are things that we ingest. So it's definitely a lot of gray areas and holes in it, I'm sure. And for all we know, maybe they... And I'm just saying possibly, maybe they spelt the shit wrong because later on down the line, that might be the difference in them having to pull this shit off the shelf or not. I'm just saying. Some of y'all people might think it's a fucking dumbass reason or what, but I'm just saying, we don't know. We're the regular consumers. We the people who kind of sit back and look at all y'all do this shit, you know what I mean, and make our own decision and choice and go buy this and go buy that and spend our money on shit that don't work and what have you. This shit right here it worked for me. Maybe later on down the road, a few more people will do some reviews on it, and we could get an in-depth insight on whether, you know, it works good or not, or doesn't work, or whatever the fuck. But as far as what I feel, that's my take on it, and that's what I think. I do think, again, that it does have DMAA in it. I think that they misspelled that shit on there purposely. And I think it's still an overall good pre-workout that is the closest thing that you're going to get as far as copycat and that same feeling to original USP Labs Jack3d. Y'all make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe. Now stop worrying about this Gen 1 OldJack shit.
Get up off your ass!
Motivation.